What do you think, guys? What do you think, guys? Well, I don't know how many people are available. I might wait till some more people decide they might want to jump in. It's kind of an open discussion, I guess, guys. If you guys want to, you know, come in, talk, maybe. You're welcome to. The link is in the description. If somebody would like to come in and, or no, yeah, I'll have to, let me post a link and then somebody wants to come on in here. I want to talk about the sighting in San Jose. If anybody is interested, if not, then that's cool too. Put it in the comments right here. All right, there it is. If there's anybody that wants to chat about the sighting in San Jose, I'm down to have anybody come on. Until then, I just want to talk about the sighting. I don't know what the protocol is for when there's a sighting. Hi, Christine. Yeah. I don't know, guys. You know, I mean, every portion of me wants to believe that lady. You know, every portion of me wants to believe her. But then at the same time, it's like, you know, you got to question the motive, right? If I believe it, I'm going to need something. Well, you know, you. This is the deal, guys. The sighting, if you listen to the lady, the sighting isn't a new sighting. And so you would think that, you know, potentially some sort of news outlet might have grabbed a hold of that and done something with it or tracked down, you know what I mean? Something. Nat man. I want to believe it, you know, I do. Oh, GS. That's it. If anybody wants to jump in the chat and talk, you know how we do over here, we try to be unbiased, but you know, this is a hard situation to not be biased about. You know, it's like I made a video earlier and it was just kind of like, it's just been like an emotional down couple of days after the Motel 6 in Bakersfield sighting, and then, you know, the sighting in San Jose, and the sighting in Tehachapi, and you know, it's hard, you know. Sighting. Yeah, I get it, you know. You know, there's some reports that lady is very fearful. And when I heard that, I just thought to myself immediately, it's like, you had to have had a friend around you or somebody around you that cares about you that said, hey, hun, don't go on the internet with this because this isn't the stuff for the internet, right? So then, you know, what happens is somebody didn't stop her. Somebody didn't say, hey, quality control here, guys. let's not allow our loved one to come on here and do this, you know? And I mean, it's like, wow. Beagle Mama, that's it. Christine, yeah. Hi, Triple D. Well, so, you know, Nat, man, you got to know that there there are celebrities and there are certain, you know, huge platforms and organizations like NAACP and, you know, the Center for Exploited and Missing Children. And, you know, there's a lot of organizations that want to, you know, that their main aim is to service these children that are marginalized like this, you know, the kids on the fringes. And what happens is that they become, I believe they become so messy that these organizations, they don't want to mess with it. They don't want their good name associated to any of this going on out here. It was already, you know, it was already spun to look as weird as it is now. It was designed to be this way from the very beginning. What you're seeing is not what you think you're seeing, right? It's scary. It is. Why wouldn't the police take her seriously? I don't know. Been watching in the background for a bit. Thought I would say hello this time. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, you know, somebody commented and they were very rude in one of my videos earlier, you know, and they were just so hostile. And they said, you know, without the web sleuth community, you know, there would be nothing. And I thought, there's another one, right? You know, there's another one. And so what's crazy is that people with this crazy mentality are able to hide behind a little circle profile picture. And these crazy folks, they cook your food, they clean your house, you know what I mean? They count your money at the bank, they watch your kids. It is a scary world we live in based upon the representation of the people that are on YouTube. Oh man. Hi, Darlene. It is a complete distraction. I understand. She thinks she saw them, and I'm not. You know, you can't. There's people that you know could pass a polygraph and said that they saw a UFO. You know, I'm not the authority on that sort of thing. But this thing has just gotten so frustrating, guys, that you know I feel like I've lost my steam. Like I was so invigorated for the past, you know, month, and this thing is just it's taken a turn. And it's taken a turn in a way that is just, it's almost like a movie that you can walk into halfway through and know what's going to happen by watching 2 or 3 minutes. It's like, what, you know, what is this? You know, it breaks my heart, you know, Spivey, Spivey is my A1 from day one. Spivey is the bomb diggity, guys. Without Spivey, there just wouldn't be the motivation. You know, you know, there's so many comments and emails and discords coming through like constantly all day long, and it's so hard to be so connected to so many people who are all about the same thing I am. And it just feels like the good guys were losing. We're losing. We are really losing. Spivey, love you. Love you long time, man. No funny shit. You're the best. Hey Jay, what's happening? Beagle Mama. Yeah, Beagle Mama. Now, when you take into account statistically all the people in the world just generically that have a mental illness. I suffer from depression from time to time, and I take something that will stabilize that for me, and a lot of us do, and we're all good people. Oh, I got a nose hair. So now you take the people that are lacking something in their life, or they're perfectly happy in their life and content, and they just need a little extra entertainment, or they're addicted to drama, or all of the above. And when you start to enter all the different people together, when you open the floodgates, that it all comes in. And I'm just seeing these clinical signs of personality disorders and pathological sort of things. And it's just, and then I'm not an angel, guys. I'm not an angel. And a lot of you, I'm sure it's people out there that already know my address. Whatever. I have a checkered past, right? So, I've been the good guy for quite a long time now. And, with that in mind, I look at some of the activity that's going on out there, and it's methy as hell. I didn't say messy. Hold on. Watch the tongue. Messy, methy, methamphetamines, or whatever the hell they're cooking out there in the desert, because this stuff has just gotten, it's gotten out of control. I'm so frustrated with, I think it's with me trying to keep the folks on track that want to be on track with actually going through this thing clean, like I guess, so to speak, like a true sworn in investigator would, right? Now, with all the people that want to be investigators but have a crooked opinion of this thing, those are the kind of people that would, get a badge and abuse it and be corrupt. I get it now. And I was talking to Doug the other day, and I was like, when I came into this thing and there was all this talk about, different corruptions, and corruption pops up, a lot on the internet. And when that word pops up historically, even with all the problems I've had with the law in my life, I just always have dismissed it. It's like police corruption, like, I would just briefly and lightly think on all the parts it would take in order to, successfully be involved with police corruption. It takes a bunch of moving pieces that are all sworn in officers. And it's like, okay, I believe you now. I believe you now. I thought, oh, it's some crazy YouTuber shit. You know what? I'm gonna tell you right now, guys. I've been doing this for 1 month. You might be able to go on my channel and see I've had it for 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I mean, I had a music video that I shot for somebody a few years ago that I just needed a place to store to, whatever, right? And so got locked out of everything else, and then I was like, okay, well, this page is still, I can get into this page. And so I just used that as a way to watch my music videos and my DIYs and, my BS, right? And so then this case came along, and it was like, whoa, I mean, I know that's it's been the same way for everybody. There are so many people involved in this thing that I've talked to, text with, emailed with, they all cannot understand the attraction to why they're pulled into this thing. Some people, it's by proxy. It's because they live right there. Other people, they cannot explain it. It goes beyond. There's a lot of missing kids. There's a lot of missing kids that have went through the system and had hard lives. What is it about this case that has drug all of us together? And you want to know what, guys? I'm going to tell you what it was. What's drug us all together to sharpen iron off of each other and try to fight to bring the boys home, number one, and then to fight to keep this thing just as lean running as we can? What brought us all together, guys? I'm going to check the comments. What brought us all together, guys? God. God put all this together. So if you're a believer, I'm just going to ask you to listen with the believer's ear and a believer's heart and know that God hasn't made a mistake yet. God hasn't made a mistake yet. The laws of God are different. When they come down through the clouds, they twist. And God's law is a little different down here. We don't tooth for tooth, eye for eye. And we don't, there's things that we can't do here that if you did them here in the name of the Bible, they're still going to put you under the jail and swallow the key. Right? So this thing, like somebody who is watching this thing is going to write a book, or this thing is going to become a Netflix documentary. Just like the Cecil Hotel on Netflix, right? I guarantee you the YouTubers you see displayed in that, they didn't think ever that some of the words that they were going to say were ever going to be used in a light like that and make them look just absolutely dense between the ears, right? They never expected that. And that's what's happening, right? This web-assisted thing, like it used to be back in the day, they would put the kids on the back of the milk carton and they would want you to call in, right? Call in if you've seen Johnny. And then it moved to, America's Most Wanted, right? And then it moved on to different things and different things and different things. And now here we are in this, this thing grass-rooted. This thing is new, right? This thing has this genre of people, this community, it's already changed so much since its very inception that it's unrecognizable, guys. And that's the fight for me. It's like, I don't want to feel like a quitter and walk away from this thing, but it's like, how do I fight and claw through all the comments and the negativity and the energy people are trying to pass off on to me and still navigate this thing and be useful to anybody? Mostly those boys. Mostly those boys. I don't scream out my Cash App. There's one person in all of YouTube that knows my Cash App. Spivey. You guys don't know my Cash App. I don't throw it out there. Occasionally, like I threw it out a couple of times when the snow was on the ground, and it was just like, I couldn't go out and do what I do in order to help Doug. You know what I mean? And this thing has become a fundraiser. It's become an Easter egg hunt. It's become a scavenger hunt. It's become hide and seek. It's become the drama club. It is just Fast and Furious. All of it put together is the most badass movie that Quentin Tarantino, with his spacey mind, could never put together, guys. Like, this thing is just, it's fabricated and designed to the ultimate fuckery. Like, it is unbelievable. Let me look at a couple of these. Thank you, Triple D. Hey, Spivey, I'm gonna wrench you, babe. So, you guys don't be afraid to go ahead and block these people. Yeah, Mandy, it's gotten so messy that good people are either stepping away or they're not getting involved. It's a reason why you're not seeing a certain class of searcher on Duty Rons or on some of these other channels, because everyone else can see it. If you're not in Cal City, they always say, there's a famous epitaph, that the person in the stands sees more than the people on the court, or more than people in the game. And that's true. If you've ever played an organized sport, there's all kinds of blind spots where you don't know where your guy's at, you don't know where the ball's at, but when you're in the stands, you see it all. I'm away from it, and so I'm able to be effective because of my proximity being so wide. Right? It's people here that fucking can walk around and do this shit and then walk back home, and they are just molesting this thing past any good decency. You know, I mean, it's just unfathomable. The money that's been thrown around. Like, you know, I used the word pocket watcher in one of my videos earlier. But let me tell you what, man, there ain't no hater in me. I did a little pocket watching when I came in this thing too. And I said, you know what? That was part of the reason why I got involved. And it was like, listen, man, you know, God bless to Duty Ron for putting in 2K. But man, guess what? Anything past what anybody needs out here could go straight. You know what I'm going to do? Let's try to raise $100 as a team. And then let's make a video and show people how easy it is to send a donation right in. It's simple. Now, I don't know the ticker. I don't know if it updates for every 1,000 or if it'll say, you know, 122, whatever, right? 122.1, whatever, but keep it ticking, right? Like, guys, some of you out there with good hearts and you know what you're doing, man, let's band together, guys. You know, let's start matching some dollars together and let's put it towards a donation. Let's do that. Duty Ron had the right idea, right? But these channels are making tons of money, guys. They're monetizing the channels. There's the super chats. There's the cash apps. There's, you know, like, that's all great. And somebody's going to jump down in the comments, oh, Benny Keys is a hater. No. Yeah, well, actually, yes. I hate the fact that everything about these boys is so frequent and so monetized. I'm monetized right now. But I just choose not. Now, I can't stop people from sending me money like Spivey. Man, believe me, we appreciate it. It's just a circle. It goes right back in, right? But I just can't. There's something funny about me and people and money. Like, you know, I'm the guy that's going to argue with you at the dinner table. No, I'll take it. I'm going to get it. I'll pay. Don't worry about it. You know, I'm that guy. When there's a whole world of people that you don't have to argue with. You say, I got this. Say, okay, thanks. You got the tip too, right? So I think that the real decent thing to do, guys, the real decent thing to do is to hold these channels accountable for an audit. For an audit. Channels, let's see what you've made off of the backs of these boys. Let's see. Because guess what? It's only cost me money. It's only cost me sleep. It's only cost me everything I have up to this point. It's cost my son. It's cost my wife. It's cost my daughter. It cost my neighbors. And then I hear people, oh, it cost me this. Man, it ain't cost you shit. It ain't cost you dick. Nothing. We got to keep this thing going as long as we can, because as soon as it's over, the gravy train comes to a halt, doesn't it? Then what the fuck you got to do? You almost got to orchestrate. Some of these channels may have to orchestrate another missing child in order to keep this shit clicking like it's supposed to. Man, come on, man. Quit playing with me, man. Damn. This is some bullshit. Robin Brown, man, I don't even know you. These good people in here to just put you out, man, these people know I don't ask for no money, man. Look, man, look, I don't need no money, man. We got new stuff in the driveway, man. It ain't about money. It can't be about money for me, right? It's not about money. It's about the boys, right? Holy shit. You know, me and Nina Boy initially came into this thing together. And you know what our main directive was? Our main directive was to put our monies together and hire a Bill Garcia or hire, a renowned guy that was linked to go in there and do something fucking professional, right? Because you can send the right person into the police station and walk out. You can walk in to answer a question or to give them a lead and walk out with more info than you went in with. What are you people doing? You people have made the Cal City Police your enemies. You've made Trezell your enemies. And so now no matter what narrative it was, whether it was, okay, well, we're waiting for a confession out of Trezell and Jackman. Well, y'all done fucked that off. That opportunity is gone. Chasing him around, fucking, mobbing his mom's house, mobbing the fucking anybody that has ever shook his hand or zelled him money, or his whole fucking life is under a microscope. His mom works here and his daddy does that and his brother's gay, and man, who cares? Who the fuck cares? Who cares if fucking Trezell played the horn or beat the drums in the fucking band? Who gives a shit? Who cares if Trezell's got a concealed handgun license? All of those hours accumulatively that were spent on all the bullshit, if you would have paid that forward on the front end, man, we'd be somewhere else right now. And to that one person that said that if it weren't for the online community, that this case would be nowhere, you are insane. And you suffer from the very sickness in which there's no name, but it turns on as soon as you hit that little red button. You become an idiot. It's people like you that get to vote and get to do different shit and have civil liberties that you probably shouldn't have, because you want to take everyone else's away off of some entertainment shit. You people are being entertained by this shit. And you want to burn these people at the stake. It doesn't matter who. Let's fucking tie them all together and burn them all alive. Fuck Chief Walker. He's an actor, right? Fuck the detective. He wants to blur his face. It's over with now, man. I had a stern idea on what I thought all this was up until 2 days ago. I got exposed to the underbelly of this investigation. And I tell you what, man, knowing what I know now from dealing with the people I've been dealing with that I don't even know where in the fucking world they live at, it's some people out here that are whole idiots. Whole idiots. I have paperwork on every single person involved with this case. I have information on people that are searching in this case. I have everything. Doug can attest to that. I have every single piece of data. Box trucks, fucking whatever, everything. 4 minutes cut out or 5 minutes cut out. Everything. Criminal records, telephone numbers back 10 years, everything. And then when I take the knowledge that I have and I step out back into the YouTube world and poke my head out today, and I look around and I'm like, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Because the very channels, the very people that I got exposed to in the beginning of this fucking thing, I'm not going to finish that, guys. I'm sorry. But I will tell you this. It was a steering wheel put on this case in the very beginning. And this thing, depending on who's in the driver's seat, guys, goes wherever whoever in the driver's seat wants it to go. I did a live yesterday, and you know what? I encourage all of y'all to forget every single thing that you know about this case. You don't know nothing about this case. You know, I've heard about the hands that, and you know what, guys, we've tried to find every single thing. I'm gonna have a cigarette, man. I'm sorry. You know what? I've had two people now comment about the cigarette, man, and I really just don't give a damn. You know, I really, I'm sorry, guys. I'm human. I'm gonna fail. I'm gonna have me a cigarette, man, because I don't plan on going anywhere here for the next 30 minutes or so. So, Patricia, uh, thank you, Triple D. Thank you. Thank you, Extreme. God is the driver. Cisco, we want God to be the driver, but is he? No. No. It's people out there operating on self. And let me be real. What I put up last night about Cheyenne Strawman was the lightest, most family-friendly piece of media that I could show you. This woman is a tyrant. But again, she's so sleuth-footed, because in the beginning, and I'm just busting on what I know about her that's already public. I'm not making no speculation. This woman was like the concierge of Cal City. If you were going to go up there and try to video in front of that house, she was going to slide in your shit. You better believe that. What up? What up, man? You want to come in? Jump on in, bro. She was the concierge of this shit. It appeared that she was gonna walk us all hand in hand down the road to get these boys. And now in the past 7 days, you done popped up in a bunch of fuck shit. How can that be? How can you pop up in even one instance of fuck shit during an investigation to find some boys? How can you pop up in some fuck shit when it ain't even about you? Bitch, how would you act if it were your kids and these people were acting like this on your kid's case? Can I get an amen in here? This shit is insane. Here goes my wife texting me. I'm being really loud. Yes, I have to work in the morning. Yeah, folks. That's the other thing that I wanted to say was that, with all this weather that we've had in Dallas, I've been stuck in the house, and that's really started to play on my mind because, we're all stuck in the house anyways, but then with the snow like we had, it was extra stuck. And then, I had way too much time on my hands dealing with this case. And you're in the back. I'm gonna bring Doug on. Maybe give him the floor for a minute. You can see I'm losing my voice.
Hello?
Doug.
My boy Benny, I just want to tell you, bro, you are a soldier, and thank you for just being a man and a man of your word, dude. And this community has been we've been convening privately, but we've also convening as a group and as people. And I'm so lucky to have all you guys in my life and everybody that's on our team and people who are going to come in and come out. They will come in and come out, but we have a very strong starting. And I just want to tell you, man, you're doing a great job, and don't burn yourself out, because I need you, we need you, and we need all of us.
You know what, Doug? I don't know. I was saying a little bit earlier, I don't know if you had caught it, man, but it's like, I was running good. I was running lean. And then all of a sudden, man, there was this sighting at the hotel, man. And then, my hope, it goes through through the roof, bro. And then next thing there's just no talk about it. Like I go on, I subscribe to people so that I can go over and look at this, and like I'm just like every 15 minutes going over to look in the comments of this video trying to find, and there's not one comment back, and then my hope is dashed. And then
I'm gonna give you guys I'm gonna give you some reality and some truth about me real quick. I've been a liar, I've been a bullshitter, and I've been full of shit in my life. And with being that
amen.
before and not that now, it's easier to see through. It's easier to read through. You'll know what's true, what's not when people are coming up with stuff. And that's when you got to go with your heart and go with your gut.
You know what,
Honestly,
Doug?
bro.
You're exactly right. And what happens is when you believe the world is inherently good, and then you come on YouTube and you get involved in a situation like this. Like, bro, I've actually had people that have tens of thousands of followers. I'll get these same people that own these channels on the phone, bro, and they'll tell me something in the beginning that was like completely not even what it was, bro. And I'm like, hold on. I found out so quickly, Doug, that no one is on the same team doing this thing, bro. And it's like, at some point, when can the police turn the button off? Like, who in Cal City said, please, all right, quality control, like, stop, please, you got to stop, right?
This is when your friends and people that believe in you, like the people in our chat room and everything else, we're gonna bring you back to earth, Benny, and let you know that you don't have to stress on all of this, because you can lay this weight on us, and don't ever feel alone in this, and don't feel that I've never changed from day one with you. Okay, we've had our tips, we had whatever, but it took certain things to weed out other options, and it took certain things to weed out certain hearts. So don't hold yourself fallible or anything, because we're all fallible. Don't hold yourself credible for not having answers in this case yet, because I know behind the scenes, we're a lot further than a lot of people could be, or we could be a lot
Oh
further
yeah.
behind. And you know what? I'm confident in everybody that we're working with, and everybody in you. You have my full confidence and trust. And there's a lot of people in this community that do already. And but I only have one right hand man, dude, and I can't have you, overload in this and stuff. And that's why I just wanted to come on here and tell you, man, I love you. Relax.
Love you too,
It's
bro.
gonna be fine. We're gonna get answers to these boys, and you're gonna be a huge part of this, just like we all are. And
Yeah.
just keep your head up, man, because at the worst days of my life in this thing too, you know, it's the saddest thing that we can't just grasp onto a reality or an answer from anybody that's actual or factual, without it being a menagerie of people on YouTube trying to make a living off channels that they're just starting off this thing. And it's so sad, because people like you and other people who have had channels but have grown through this, you're going to see you're growing for a reason, because people believe in you, people trust in you, and people believe in our team and believe in what we're doing. And all the haters, and when they say haters make us famous, it's not because I'm saying we're famous, it's because I'm saying that as long as they keep us in their mouths, this story is going to stay out, whether it's negative or positive. And people are going to read through this. I'm not some whatever they all say we are. It's funny, all the people who point the finger or who say who are what are usually those people. And it's to
Right.
take the focus and the attention off themselves. And this is what they're doing now, is that now the reason they didn't want me here in the first place is because they know when my boots are on the ground and I'm working, I'm here 100%. And you know what? People don't like that because it makes them work harder, or it shows
That's
through the
it, bro.
bullshit quicker. It shows through
That's
the
it. Like,
bullshit quicker.
yeah, like if you get a job around a bunch of lazy motherfuckers and you're the top producer, Johnny Hustle, I guarantee you won't have that job very long.
No, I
The other
guarantee you. And
people
I've
that are
always been that guy who was Johnny Hustler, came in and made six figures within a year at a company that I just started at with. And this was 15 years ago. Like, I know what my capabilities are, and I know what I'm able to do, and I know what I need help with. Like I told you, I
can I
couldn't do
say one thing,
Discord, or
man?
I couldn't I couldn't do a lot of this without you, bro. And you're a bigger part of this than just my channel or your channel. And I hope your channel outgrows my channel, or any people that we help. I want them to outgrow me. I don't care about being the one in the spotlight. I want other channels to outgrow, but I want it to be the proper way. And I think that it's only a valuable channel if they're doing it the right way. And then, and if we're promoting a channel that is doing BS and is promoting BS or hatred, that's not who we want to be a part of. We want love. We want people who are in this for the long run, not just in it to win it. And like I said, if I have any part of finding in these kids, I don't want that money. I do not want that
Man,
money.
it's
And I
blood
told you in my
money,
first video,
bro.
gone. I don't want that
It's
blood money.
blood money. It's blood
I
money.
want I
It's
want that
blood
to
money.
go back to like mental health and organizations that can help, because people in this world are going to reward us. God is going to reward us for what we're doing. So
You know what,
we
bro?
if we can
Let me
get by all the other
let
shit.
me let me tell you this. And I'm just, you know what? I came in here and I said that I wasn't going to do no more bulldogging or no YouTube gang banging, man. But I don't even know who Roro is, bro. But it's somebody named Roro, and I think that she's the person that was involved in, you know, the signs and some other stuff. But I never
Right.
spoke to this woman, but she and team, y'all don't have to block her. If she wants to come up here and come correct, she can. I don't even know what her deal is. I know that you know what. Let me just say this, man. There's a channel that modeled their name just like another channel, and they were cool in the beginning. I thought, yeah, they're here. You know what I'm saying? Their name looked got to be vouched by these people, and then all of a sudden, guess what, bro? All of a sudden, they're involved in trying to collect some forensic evidence and shit. So then I was like, well, these motherfuckers here, and then it's like one after another, and it's like, you know, is there no one that can speak with these ladies and tell them to yoke back a little bit of this shit they got going on? Because this shit right here isn't what's up, bro. And I've heard people say, oh, yeah, I done talk to them. Man, they're not listening, right? What they're doing is and bro, I'm going to tell
Well,
you
here's
what,
the
man.
deal, Benny. Here's the three SWs in the world. Some will, some won't, and so what? You move on. Okay?
That's it.
Don't dwell on the shit that we can't fix. God and the world will fix what has to be fixed in that manner. We don't have to play God for people. God is gonna play God and the law is gonna play the law. So we're not forensic, evidence people. We're not trained for this like
I'm
that.
not an expert
We
of any
we've done
sort, bro.
no, but what we are is, people with compassion, a camera, and a voice. And as long as we can keep the voice going, and as long as we can keep the proper, talk going, then we don't have to worry about, going to the wrong areas because there's improper leads or people trying to fabricate things so you're in a different area when they're in a different area. It's kind of
That
weird if you notice that it's a
that is some real weirdo like night creepers, like night
who's
crawler
got
stuff.
time
Like,
for that? Who's got time for that? Or who's got time to make
bro,
troll accounts or make fake emails or this or that? Like that's some shit that was started from talk and talk and talk. So, those talk and talk and talk, those people who talk will lose first. And when you tell me everything you want, I'll sell you everything on the back end. The first
that's it,
person in
bro. You know
business to
what?
talk always loses.
Truth,
Always
truth
loses.
sayer, truth sayers have no friends, bro. And you know, I want to say my people that mess with us, our people that mess with us, bro. Like that's like my family, bro.
Solid,
Because,
solid
like, bro,
people.
yeah, bro. Like I never understood the power of YouTube, and like, bro, if I'm having some going through some shit, bro, I can jump in one of the networks that I am with these people, bro, that you've brought to me, bro, and they'll talk me right out of whatever I got going on in my head, bro. And this is it's a beautiful
That's
thing we
because we
have
care
going, bro.
about you on top of this case, bro. We all care about
That's
each
it.
other on top of this case too. And that's important to keep in mind that it goes beyond this case because it goes to the next case or the next catch or the whatever we're doing. We're still
Right.
going to be a family outside of this. That's why we're creating what we're creating now in a Discord and stuff. It's not to, segregate or separate. It's actually to keep the good people away from the bad negative and narrative where we can actually focus on what's important and what we need to do.
You know, because what you know, my life has changed in a way when I got involved in all this, and now I find myself doing, like, you know, at nighttime, like I try to knock out 100 comments or interactions at a time, but then I also have to make time, bro, to see. And it's crazy because you never would think that you would have to go around and do security and breach checks to make sure, like, bro, I go on these lives and I see all kinds of people playing all these different sides, and it's not that they're thumbs up in, or it's the actual interact, the things that they say over there, and then the things I see them say over here. And then, like, there was a young lady that's been trying to get in the Discord for days, and then she pops up on some dude's channel, like, in the biggest mess that doesn't have anything with this stuff, bro. And I'm, look at my face, bro. Like, I am so irritated. The way that, and you, bro, it isn't anyone else in America. Just people that are in Cal City who had this thing dropped in their lap. They are fucking. They are. It's like 18 monkeys trying to fuck one football, bro. I cannot, like, and let me tell you
that's
this,
impossible.
bro. Exactly, right? The whole, this thing curved, bro, drastically when it went from 20,000 to 30,000. Like, bro, you started having the fucking real culture vultures come out, bro. Like, okay, people in Cal City that are doing all this crazy shit, guess what, guys? All the help you're getting from anyone that's not in California, we can't touch your money, okay? We can't touch all the reward. We're just helping because we have big hearts, right? So don't worry about all the people. You got to worry about yourselves and the people in, bro, I'm not even going to lie, bro. I slid into that Discord, bro, and holy shit, let me move around, bro. Like it cannot be this way, bro. It just cannot be this way.
Right. And there's a big facade, and the people are going to see through the facade. And people who don't know what a facade view is, it's a frontal view. It's a French word. And je parle français. I'm very educated. I can speak 3 different languages. All these people take me for an idiot. But what they do is they take my kindness for a weakness, or they take something where I was a weak person at one point in my life because of something else going on, or dealing with my own family or my own kids, because I'm not perfect. I'm not a perfect person. I'm just as fallible as you. I make mistakes. I try not to lie. I will never steal. And it's things like that. But I try to live by the same moral values. And that's why I don't like to get on here and talk shit about people or try to take
Right.
people down when they try to do it back to me, because it shows a weakness. And you know what? I'm not weak like that. I'm not weak like that, or anymore. I'm not weak like that. Just put it that way. You know,
You know
and
what I've come to.
I'm strong. I'm a strong-hearted person, and I wear my heart on my sleeve. And that's where people try to take advantage of me.
Right.
So, you know, and we're learning real fast throughout this community and these people, and that people who are flocking to us and who are flocking away from the other flock, or who come and say, hey, you're the only one who contacts us back, or thank you having Benny contact me when you couldn't, you know, because when I can't do something and I'm driving or I'm filming, you've taken up 100% of my slack, and you didn't ask for that in any way, but you got it, and you ran with it, and you've done a hell of a job, and I'm so appreciative. And I can't even tell you the bond that I have with you, because I appreciate you so much that I just couldn't be me without you right now, because there's so many angles to this, and so many different people trying to throw wrenches into this, or so many people trying to troll this. And it's so sad, because it's about 2 little boys who are missing, who we may never find. And it's become about themselves, and it's really sad.
Hey, Roro, we got another spot. Why don't you jump on in the box with us? I would love, like, I'm not gonna chase nobody away. I really don't. Like, like in some of my comments, bro, like, I've actually like somebody that really is trying to be really super ugly. I just say, hey, what's your cash app? You know what I mean? Like, let me cash app you some money. Like, let me try to change how you feel about you right now, so that you don't come over here and try to change how I feel about me. Right. And it's, and it's so much more than that, bro, because we should, like, look at the Alexis Murphy community. Look at some of these other communities that are working these cases, bro, of these other missing folks. And the communities are not like this, bro. They're not. This is special to this community. This is
what everyone is special to this community, bro. Everyone's special who actually cares for reals.
Absolutely,
I'm telling you, for real cares. Not about a clout, not about a channel. I mean, if you have a channel and you're doing good things, we'll help build you. we'll help build you
Absolutely.
up because we need your help too. Like, it's not about only me or only you or only my views or only your views. I want people to view everybody's views and then view these people for who they are and what they're actually about. And then you can start deleting these channels, or you can start following certain channels and not me. Who cares? But if it's what your heart tells you, and if you're a real person and you're really
That's it.
about the kids, or you're really about this case or whatever cases we're working or whatever we're talking about, and you know that the money that is donated goes towards what we're doing and not towards a new truck or a new house or a new hairdo. You know, last time I had my haircut, the last time I had a hotel room, the last time I got to sleep in a bed, how long? I don't even know, man. I wish I could tell you. It's been over 14 fucking days that I've had a real bed under my head. And this has been over 30 that I've been up and out and running around and driving 7,000 miles, 2 oil changes, this and that, new tires. This, it goes beyond what we're doing search wise, and we don't bring it all out. But guess what? This is the reality of things, folks. And it's sad that anybody would be like, oh, you're an e-beggar or you're this or that. When you know what, you want me to go to a certain place 4 hours away from where I am, or drive here, or climb this mountain and check this spot. Guess what? It takes money to pay to play, and I can't do it on my own anymore. I'm over $2,000 of my own money, and this and that, and all these people are glorifying it, but then turning around and saying, "Oh, you're an e-beggar, you're this," when they're the one who's collected all these money for these stupid signs that were free, and they're not even viewable. I haven't even seen one. I've looked. I haven't even seen one Orrin and Orson sign. Not one. Okay, I've seen handwritten signs. I've seen stuff. I haven't seen a billboard. I've driven around all these areas. Where the hell are these billboards? And why aren't they in the areas where we're looking? Is the question.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's probably, that could be easily answered probably by just there isn't that kind of billboard out that way. But I just all the things are just really frustrating. It's like, and I understand. I want to tell there's 102 people in here, and I want to tell every single one of you that aren't
That's
aware.
freaking amazing, Benny. I'm proud of you, man. Good job, dude.
Thank you, bro. There's 102 people, and I want to tell there's 104 of us in here, and I want to tell every single one of you that any investigation, whether it be missing people, murders, grand thefts, they're progressive, right? It doesn't happen like on TV. And there's a lot of us that have been involved with the criminal justice system, and that's why we're so fluent and fluid, in maneuvering and navigating, through certain things. But um, you know, this whole thing, is ruined. Okay. You guys got to know that as soon as people start touching shit, as soon as people start doing things in this part of the investigation, it changes things by just automatically. If you cut off 2 inches on the front, it's cutting 4 inches off the back, right? Like this is not the way it's supposed to be, right? And so, with that in mind, you have to forget everything that you know, because pretty much everything that you know about this case has come from a biased outlet somewhere, right? There's just not enough info available
And
to
I'm not
make
saying there's no billboards up. I'm telling you, I've driven
right,
the
right, right, right.
58, the 99, the 178, the 138. I've driven every single direction, west, south, east, west. You can say I have not seen one. I can say they're probably up, but if they're digital or whatnot, who knows if they're changing in and out through other ads
That's
and
it.
this and that. I don't
They
know.
probably are.
I haven't seen a digital billboard anywhere. I can
Well,
tell you that I've never seen a digital billboard in Cal City or in Bakersfield. And now,
right,
if you're going to tell me I'm wrong, I'm going to tell you you're lying because you're not out there. Now, if
right.
you are out there, take a damn picture of it and put it up. How's that?
You know, people to expound on what I meant by it being progressive is that, people keep saying, why do they keep returning to the house on Aspen? And so, you got to know, guys, that because it's a progressive thing, all these different visits back to the house is because they're like, okay, well, we can't wrap our head around it here at the office. Let's go back to the actual physical scene and look at this thing 3D. Like, that's progression, right? It's like grass growing. You don't snap your fingers and it's time to cut it again. It's that it takes several trips. It
Takes
takes
stodding. It takes
yeah,
love. It takes love and care and affection for even a plant or a grass. So think about it.
yes. Yeah, and a lot of people get stuck on trying to scratch and gravel and beg for the next detail or lead when, guys, it is a widely known formula in investigation. You reach a spot that is not producing fruit, you circle back and you
And I don't
dig
mean to
through
be
the.
Captain Obvious, and I'm gonna just reach out to Zia real quick. I'm gonna tell you, just because it's on the news doesn't mean it's real. I don't know if you know about
No,
mainstream media, but mainstream media ain't gonna tell
no,
you the truth, and neither are the cops, because the cops can lie
no.
all the way to court, and mainstream media is funded by the cops too, so they get the first stories, this and that too. Don't think that just because it's on the news that's true, Zia.
Zia, we during administration, and especially when it was ugly, and I do not want to bring him into the shit, but it's just point in hand. You had pro-Trump media outlets and you had anti-Trump media outlets, all scratching for any lead or new story that fit that narrative. And this is the same thing, right? And in fact, all these people in here and in the community itself, every
Take
single
pictures of,
person.
hey, everyone who drives by it, who are saying they drive by it and this and that, do me a favor. Why don't you take a picture of it, post it, and then say, we're looking for these two kids? Because I'll tell you what, I have not seen these besides the other people who are showing it that say they got the billboard and this and that. So if you guys drive by it and you see it, because I have driven by every single billboard umpteen times. And if you've seen it and you're going to put in the chat, take a picture of it and post it.
The only thing that I can say about the billboards is that early on, I heard that they were free. And then later on, I heard that they pooled money together. And then later on, I heard Rose, whoever paid for one, if that's the lady in the chat. Um, and so my question about saying all that is why is there even more than one narrative? There should be one narrative about the billboards. So it's like every single thing that pops up in this thing, it's like there's like fuck factors all around the truth, and the fuck factors look so glittery and shiny that they're easy to look at and believe. Like, so somebody
It's on
tell
the way
me.
to Vegas too. So if people aren't looking to see casino signs and things like that through the desert either, you guys are seriously in your own heads.
Who matters who owns property?
I don't. I just it's every single thing that's involved in this. Okay. I saw a picture of the billboard too. Great, but what I'm asking you is like, what's the motivation at this point, right?
Hey
Like,
Jessica,
I'm
why don't you
also
tell me where to meet you, Jessica, and I'll meet you and we'll take a picture of it together in
not. You
Bakersfield
know
because
what?
I'm already out towards that area.
Let me retract that. It's not about why is the billboard at this point. It's why are there different narratives about the origination or the origin of the billboards? Why is there not just one synonymous narrative? Why can't there just be one synonymous narrative about anything, right? I mean, it's beyond the pale of belief. It's beyond the pale of comparison, bro. I don't understand it. Like, and not only that, but like, if you were responsible for putting up some billboards, why not just be responsible for putting up billboards and not announce it to the whole world that you're, like, what is it? Is it the ego stroke that people need, or what is it?
I'm sorry, brother. Was there a question to me? I missed it because my phone broke up.
We lost Doug.
I'm here now.
Hey,
Yeah,
Doug.
yeah. I lost
Hey,
you.
Doug. I got somebody in the back that I'm gonna bring on for just a minute. I'm gonna see what
Sure,
she has to say real quick. Hey, I
sure. You
just
can
want to
drop me
ask,
off, brother.
huh? No, stay in here.
Okay,
Stay in.
no problem.
I'm about to pop you in real quick.
No problem.
I think she might have left. You there? I don't know.
I'm here, brother.
Hear me.
I'm here. I can hear you.
I don't know what happened. Anyways, I want to ask a couple of people in the chats. I want to step back from the billboard for just a minute, and I'd like to talk. I'd like to ask a few people in the chats. Jamie, how about Jamie? Jamie, or anybody for that matter, how do you feel about these sightings that have popped up that have been, just haven't went anywhere? Like, what do you feel like that does to all of this? Let's see. Where you at, Jamie? No, Patricia, I know I've seen it too, but it's, I don't know what happened, Javon. I tried to bring you in and it almost booted the whole live offline, sweetie. I'm not sure. It's probably my
And I'm not
internet.
saying that I'm not saying there aren't billboards up, guys. I'm just saying I have not seen the billboard or the digital billboard. I don't know. So unless it was
Jamie.
changed or it was a different something.
Yes, sweetheart. Hold up. I'm about to well, criminality. No, sir. No, sir. That's not what that is, bro. Quit that. That's it. Jamie said, I think it sends us all into a spiral and then we get let down. There is real. That's it. Like, we get to that point where it's like, if a sighting has happened way back down the road, some of these news organizations, like, they're going to go and, source out the media and get the video and do a story. Like, this is a hot commodity. Guys, you got to know that anything that pops up, if it's legitimate and it's coming from the cops, you're going to hear about it on the news immediately. So if there's been a sighting and you don't hear about it, like, you know what I mean? Like, they have a responsibility now.
We always hear about sightings from Elvis and sightings from other people too that they may think people are still alive or this or that, or see Tupac or Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? A lot of times, our eyes can play tricks on us too, and our minds can. So you got to understand that there's different things that have to be done before you can say I saw those people for sure.
Right. Let me something real quick. The lady said that their hands and head were swollen. Now, let me tell you this. We all can look at children and know if they're sick or if, they've been beat up. Now, let me tell you this. If somebody pops up at a store with a child that has a swollen head, my boy, you are not leaving from in front of me with that child. You're not.
Nope.
I don't care.
And also and if they're 3 and 4 years old, and there's a sighting of them going in and buy diapers, what kind of parents are they, or what kind of people are they? Because my kids were out of diapers at 2 and 2.5 at the latest. Now, if you're doing things right, you're also trying to save money, and you're also doing the things to get them potty trained. Think about it. 3 and 4 year olds should not be in diapers. So any sighting of someone in a store looking for diapers would be inconclusive to what these kids actually are. They're not in diapers still. They weren't.
Right.
There's no way.
Right.
And if they were, that means they were neglected or not trained, or things were done properly.
Well, I didn't. I
or
don't think that
unless
there
they
was
have a
gonna.
mental or learning disability. There's certain learning disabilities and mental disabilities, and I coached Special Olympics for 16 years in Ventura County. I'm very involved with people with Down syndrome and other kinds of syndromes that and mental disabilities and things like that. And it goes beyond what I do on YouTube because my life has been dedicated to certain different aspects of life. So coaching Special Olympics, and I get Down syndrome people who still call me at 8 o'clock at night every night, and I take their phone calls every night, and they're they're friends, and like I
Right.
get, and they don't know the difference between love or hate or the darkness or the bad. They only know what they're shown, and this is what this case is showing: is that these kids are so innocent, these kids are so vulnerable. And what happened is I think there was a lot more that we can't disclose right now, which I'm talking about, that goes into why the interviews and things are botched and why people are thinking the way they are and people are looking at the wrong people possibly. It's because we make our judgments and we're basing what we hear not on fact but on speculation, a lot of us.
Right. Right.
And some of it I'm going to say I'm guilty just as some in the beginning until I get further deeper into this, or we talk about different possible aspects or why the way the reactions were and the body reactions when other people really don't know why. They don't know why that botched interview was. But there's more to that story. And we're not going to
Right.
get into that until we can factually prove stuff or move into that. And so
Right.
we're not trying to toss out wrong elements to this case.
No, right, and it's
I'm sorry to cut you
it's
off.
what it does to the narrative for a moment. It kind of twists it all up, but then this thing is made of elastic, must be, because it goes through these drastic twists, and then it's like it goes right back to normal, and nobody's like, okay, we all just saw that, but we're not gonna speak about it, or let's all try to get to the bottom of like, bro, I haven't seen not one person pull up some GPS maps or try to say, okay, well, they were at this store and they camped at this place and they did that. Like where are potential places from the store that they could be at? Like, I haven't seen any of that, and so it's like,
There's
you got to
certain
know that.
people that I vouch that I wouldn't bring. There's certain people that I vouched I wouldn't bring into this or bring up that are already involved in this because they're still good information. They're still viable people. And they're still working this on the outside in. And I will not ever step that line of trust and commitment from somebody who talks about it and things like that. And I value that. So there's a
Right.
lot that people don't know. And there's a lot of things that we want to tell you guys, but we're obligated in certain ways not to be able to tell you. And I'm sorry until this thing is closed. If you don't hear everything, even in our Discord, you may hear 90% of it, but there's a good 10% that we can't tell you because we're doing stuff that we can't talk about and with
Right.
people that we can't bring up. And we're not going to do that because it's going to devalue anything we can do in the future with these people. And these people
Right.
have been right on the button and have been on the clock for us all day long, all night long, whether they're in this
Hell
country or
yeah.
not. They have been solid people, and there's nothing I can say but thank you and graciousness and namaste to all these people who have dedicated this time and who trust us and who believe in us. And that's what's important. The people who trust and believe in us, that's what's important.
That's it. I just wanted to say, like, nah, AV, I seen you in there, bro, but you came over with that negative stuff, bro, and so I did not even respond to you, bro. I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't jump on your lives and talk about, I don't jump in your lives and call people liars and do different things. Like, I do it above the board, bro. So just give me a call later on or something, bro. Like, it's all good. Like, this don't have nothing to do with you personally, fam. This has to do with the lady that made the sighting call. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about what does that do, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? I would sure hope you don't feel some kind of way about it, bro, because you didn't make the
Hey, is
sighting
AV in
call.
here
The
right
lady
now?
did. I don't know,
Hey,
but
is AV in here right now?
he's not anymore. No, I
If
don't think so,
AV's in
bro.
here, dude, hey, if he is in here, hey, AV, if you got any help or you got any information or you want to help what we're doing, we're not trying to keep this away from anybody. So we don't care about all the glitter in the gulch. If you want to be a part of what we're doing, You know, get your heart in the right spot, dude, and stop the drama and the bullshit, and let's move forward. Because I don't have any hatred towards you or dislove or against any of you guys, because I don't know a lot of them like I know you, but I trust and believe that somewhere down deep that you do have a good spot in you, and that you are good in this, and I hope and I hope and believe that that's true, because I'm gonna continue to believe in you too. Just please, man, just get off the drama and off the bullshit and off the fake stuff, because I'm not all those things that you guys say I am. And
And
it's really sad that that's taken away from this case. So if we can get that away from this, we can work together. And if you want the reward money and you guys want all that blood money, you can have it. Let us help guide, or let us be a part of something that we're all working together and make it right, and not try to make it about you or me or anybody. That's my
like
offer to everybody. That's not just trying to make a truce, because I don't need a truce. I don't need a truce. I'm just telling you, this is what we need to do for this case. And if you guys can't get by that, then, obviously we can't work together in ways that, we can get a lot more ground covered, a lot more things done as a team of people who care about one option. And you know what? Everybody will make their money if it's off YouTube or this or that. And I want to feel my success from God and know where I'm going at the end of the day. And that's upstairs. And so
bro,
if anybody else got any other things, then I don't want a part of that.
Bro, AV knows how I feel about him, bro. And this ain't even about AV, bro, at all. I haven't, what I'm saying? I haven't spoken on it in a negative light at all. And again, I seen somebody in the chat saying, is that even the real AV? Maybe it wasn't even the real AV. I don't know. Who cares? But the point is that AV, like, what I'm saying? I think that everyone involved would love.
It's sad that we even have to think about that, actually.
It is. But so
it's sad that we have to think that that's a real person.
Right. Like, so exactly. So AV, bro, I love you, bro. I love Doug. And I can't imagine anything better than all of us together working as a team, sharing information, like not trying to, dissuade anyone, not saying that that's what you've ever done or that you're doing.
We don't want the glory, bro. We don't want the glory or the money. We don't want it. We don't want the glory or the money. Any other glory takers or money makers that want it, go for it. We just need what we need while we're out right now. That's all. I don't need new cameras. I don't need this. I need gas. I need a hotel or something basic. I don't need an income from you guys. And whoever wants to donate donates, but let's make it about this.
I would love for me and you and AV and Nina Boy and like all the strong men that are in, and women, but it's not really, the women are doing a little bickering and stuff, but it's us men that we've got to show everyone how to lead this community, right? Us strong men, that's our job, man. We got to make sure that everybody knows.
I think it's got to be us strong. It's got to be a bunch of us strong people. That's it. It's got to be a bunch of strong people, because we need strong-headed people, and we need people that start drama too, that we need to hear what they have to say. Like, is this what's going on? Or this, we need a little bit of that too, just to keep the fire fueled. But to be honest with you, that stuff will lead into finding these kids, because guess what? All this stuff, whether they want to bash me online or they want to talk bad or do this, guess what? At the end of the day, we're still talking about Orrin and Orson West in all of these YouTube videos. So they're not on, this story's not going cold, but it's going to get cold if the fighting keeps going on or these actions keep going on, because you and I don't have time for this. Like I said, we got a lot of bigger things going on, and we could bring these people in on it to help out. And it's just sad that we have to do the detangling or the defishing or the debunking of who's what, or an old tattoo or a stupid this. Who cares about that? Who cares? Who cares about what you have?
Yeah, no. I want to respond to communities hand in hand. I wasn't talking about their GPS location where they're searching on, or sir. What I was talking about is like Google Earth to find the path from when they left the store, and then, different areas or routes. If I think that people have put together that they know where they were going to and from, right? Hasn't everyone kind of deciphered?
Hey, Benny, Benny, can I don't mean to cut you off, Benny, but we're going to have to come up with something in the next few days where we can kind of disclose stuff that we're doing and further options and different things to think about, because we need these people to actually know whether they're in or out, or whether they're in our Discord or not, or whether they're with AV or this person or that person. I don't care. We need everybody to know everything that we can vilely give that won't hurt our ability to keep working with these people. But we need that opportunity so people don't have to start over like me or start back from the beginning 14 different times when we could be further than we are by being, whatever scrupulous or however you're acting or thinking it about what or misdirection, like just for views. The views will come a lot more if we can all, show the angles in different ways, or what we're doing, discovering these different angles we're working together.
Right.
And it would help because we would move further along in this case rather than, hey, I'm going to go back here to Cal City again, and then I'm going to go back to Tehachapi again, and I'm going to go back to Bakersfield again. And then it's just 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours of driving time, and this, and energy, and sleep, and taking care of yourself and your dog, and whatever else you're doing to try to do this. And it's so much more time to keep fighting with people. So
yeah, I want to answer.
This is honestly, I want us to be the last time that we even talk about this, because I don't want to bring up LV or Crenshaw, because I don't know them personally. These people always say, "Oh, I hope he gets help. I hope he gets the help he needs," and this and that. But they don't know me. They don't know me personally. They can hope that I need help. What I hope is they find the Lord and they come to the light and get out of the dark. That's what I want. And if they don't want that, then they can continue to do their stuff.
I want to answer Sharon Stevenson's question. She said, why can't YouTubers have an opinion and it be negative sometimes? And when we as supporters make negative opinions, we get deleted. Just asking. Benny, please answer for me. So Sharon, I've deleted just a handful of people, like just a handful. And that's only because either it was racist.
Hey, I can tell you I've never deleted comments, but like you guys, my mods and people I trust, you guys have full authority to do whatever. So if I ever get questioned, I'll tell you I don't delete stuff. I don't hold stuff for review. I don't do any of that. So if my mods who I hire as a friend or whatever to do that job, I'm sorry if your guys get deleted or this or that. But we don't need some of the stuff that's on the channel. And to answer the question long short, it doesn't matter what about YouTubers have problems or this or that. It's about Orrin and Orson. So you shouldn't even ask that question or make Benny try to answer that question, because he's already said it's about the boys. Like I've said, it's about the boys. It's not about YouTuber battles and YouTuber fights. It's about the boys. We can finish this at the end. If people want to go fisticuff after this, you can tell me where to meet every one of you guys, and I'll stand in front of you. I don't care if it's Nina Boy. I don't care if it's the Crips. I don't care if it's Steve Lackios. I don't care if it's LV Watchman and her wife. I don't care if it's fucking Crenshaw. I'll tell you right now, I'll show the fuck up. And I'm not scared of any of you guys, because that's not what it's about. If I'm going to be scared, God's got my back on this. God's got my back on what you're going to do to me. If you do something to me, you're going to pay the fucking price. And I'll tell you right now, and that just shows that you're not about the boys, because you're focusing all your energy and your time, and it seems like I'm in your mouth more than your fork is. So if you guys can't keep me out of your mouth long enough to do a video about the boys, then yeah, then we don't need that. And you're not made for this community. And guess what? We don't have to weed you out, because other people will.
or I mean, either way, I mean, I just hate that it's, I hate that it's people that saw, I'm not saying one person, but I know that there's people out there that have saw this as an opportunity and not as an opportunity to, to help, because it just kind of gets, it gets strange when you start involving, money and different things and all of this. And I'll tell you, man, like it's a really difficult thing to sit back and watch when you're a part of it. It was different when I was on the outside looking in, but now that I'm in the box with all of it and I'm committed and I got my heartstrings into it, and I won't let anything whip me without a fight. And it's like, it just,
can I just tell you that you got, as a new channel and a new voice to a community, you have 120 people watching you. You have 120 people watching you because your voice matters, Benny. It matters. And what you're bringing across, you're bringing viable information, stuff like other people don't bring out. And you thought out of the box at first, and you thought back into the box when your heart showed you. And I'm so grateful for you and all that you've done. And behind the scenes that people don't know, like we're working on, there's a lot more to this story than you guys know. And it's not about finding bodies right now, because we're not sure if we're finding a body dead or alive, or one dead or one alive, or whatever speculation is going on. We got to consider there's 2 dead bodies and there's 2 alive bodies. We got to look for alive, and we got to look for the death. And it's a sad thing to think about, but we don't know the time frame yet or what really happened. So we're looking for live bodies and dead bodies, whether we're looking or searching with a drone or this or that, or walking, or people going in, and I'm not that person to go interrogate people or go to, that's the FBI's job, or family members. I already made a promise to Jamal and all those people that I keep everything that I do in good faith and in good judgment, because I don't want any problems outside of finding the boys. And it's make a solitude arrangement with, a family member, or the West family, or the Watkin family, or the Dean family, or whoever. My goal isn't to find who's guilty in this. My goal is to find the boys, and once we find the boys, whatever state it's in, then we can find out the aftermath. And the cops and the FBI and the HSI and the entities working this will find that out way before we will. We may have information before them, but they're going to get it, and they'll find out more than we will, guaranteed.
Charger real quick, man.
And I don't mean to take up all your panel time, bro, and I'm proud of you, and I'm gonna get off this thing and just listen, and I'll get in the comments, and if people want to ask me questions or whatever, I'll try to answer it. But I'm gonna be parking right now, and like I said, I'm always on the move for these boys, and if I could go in a videotape and do a live stream, or even whatever, the billboards, and make sure that they're out on our channels as well as the news, we got to do that. We got to, daily. We got to put that video out daily. Keep the boys in.
Yeah. I did an interview the other day. Guys actually hit me up last night, bro, and they want a half hour, but it's like, this thing, it moves so quickly, bro. It's like, it's scary for me to, even take a few seconds away, because it becomes like, you're like, oh God, what's going to happen next? Am I gonna miss something, or is somebody going to do something to pollute this thing? Like, what's it gonna be next? And it's, and I keep trying to preach.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's next, Benny, is people are contacting me already for other cases for us to work on. I got 2 emails today on cases that are locally that asking us to help with our resources. And I reached out to them. I said, listen, I will get back to this as soon as possible. My focus is on these 2 boys right now. And there's people watching our YouTube channels are asking for help on their own family's cases and own mysteries of their own children that they can't find. And you know how heavy that's on my heart? It means somebody gives me enough trust to, hey, I can't help. Will you help me find what happened to my kid? And it's a grounding thing, and it's something that I wish I could be that person all the time. But I'm focused on these boys right now, and I have to tell them, listen, as soon as this is done, yes, I will help you. But like, we have such a commodity for people, and you are a commodity, and that's where I'm trying to tell you, don't get angry. Get over all that stuff, and we've all made peace in our hearts with LV, United, and all these other people, Crenshaw, and all these people, Nina, and all these. We know where we stand with God and with them, and if they hate us or they want to come after us, let it be. But guess what? We don't have that hatred in our heart. We don't have that time and effort. We have people contacting us to help them on a further basis to find what happened, because they trust and believe in what we're doing on this case. And for that, I would never, ever make a video just for views. I would never, ever bring something up that's false just for views or hope. And I've seen how serious this community is. I'm a comedian. and I've done, shows from here to Vegas, from Prim. I have stuff that's still on my YouTube and in pro wrestling, but I can't be funny and like, even when I fall into water or swamps or this or that, I have to cut it because it might be sad and funny to me at that time, or I might laugh, be like, oh shit, everybody's gonna laugh because I just fell into the swamp and I cut it out. But I mean, I could make a bunch of videos on outtakes of how many times I've fallen or stabbed by something or in the eye or fallen into swamps. And it's you can't do that on this type of this type of
No.
case. It's not about funniness. It's not about this. And if someone says something like, "Oh, you were trying to be funny," that no, I wasn't. And this is a serious case. But like, things happen in life where you laugh at yourself, either whether it's to direct it off or to misdirect,
Right.
you feeling like a moron or something, and that's sometimes I do that, and I'm human. But you got to understand, in this case, if we bring up something that's funny or say something that deters that, it's only to take our sadness that's on this case and try to turn something to light. And I
Right.
hope that people understand that it's not about you or your channel or me and my channel. And if those people really, really think it's about
Right.
channel view, then I'm sorry, and you guys can have my views. I'll demonetize. It's not about that right now on this
Right.
channel.
Hey,
Um,
Spivey. Hey, Spivey.
Spivey solid too.
I either called you babe. Hold on. Spivey, I either called you babe or swear earlier, and I'm not even entirely sure that you're a woman. So if I called you a woman and you're a man, I apologize wholeheartedly. So it's I do. So I
Jesus.
apologize.
Hey, Benny, sweetheart,
Well,
it's
yeah.
okay. You see what I
Well,
mean?
no,
You know what I'm saying? It was all in good taste. It's all in good taste,
no,
brother. And
right,
people
right.
on this channel, and Spivey already knows that. It's okay. It's
Yeah,
okay.
no, I
And
had
no
somebody that
sexual,
was
no
really
say. There's
getting.
no sexual meaning behind it. Yeah, yeah.
No, I had somebody really upset in one of the comments because on a live I had called them sir, but they were a man, and so I just wanted to clear that up because I caught myself doing it again, and so I apologize.
Yeah, you know what? I made something like that the other day, and I said, "Yeah, baby, that was just a comment that that someone made that was positive." And I'm a baseball player back in the day, or a football player, and it's something that
Right,
commonly we use. So, you know what I mean? As long as it's not directive derogatory, I think they get it. And a lot of people
right,
have names and stuff that could be construed for boys or girls. So don't
right.
ever feel bad. And Spivey's a good, not only a good supporter and donator,
Absolutely.
and somebody we respect and value a lot.
That's it.
That's I think they would know that for a fact that we're in it for the right reason, and they would never take
Right.
that. So, you know,
No.
I I want you to know that if you mess up like that, bro, um, your subscribers and people that are your friends and stuff, they know. So, and I know what you meant by that.
Well, I just, I was thinking about it and I was like, I called Spivey sweetheart. And it was like, oh man, I don't, it could be, and Spivey, again, I really appreciate everything in that, in any and everything that you've done. We just put it right back into this thing. So it's trying to keep Doug out there as long as we can, trying to do the good deed. And it's hard. And then it's become, it's like we're talking about some boys and we're talking about some sightings, call-ins, different things. And then in the chat, all of a sudden, the devil thinks he can win. And he comes in and he brings energy in and people are, it's like, you know, I don't know, man. I look at, I'm still not fully I'm not fully immersed into all the nuances of YouTube, bro. So it's like when somebody comes in there rude like that, I start feeling like they're like a little kid trying to interrupt a conversation.
Well, I'm gonna tell you straight out that you can ruin your YouTube channel and you can ruin yourself by speculation, just like any case or anything else. And I learned the hard
That's
way on
it.
YouTube before, and I've learned my
Yep.
lesson. I've learned my lessons. But you grow as a person, and you see that what you're doing is more valuable than the troll or the person who comes in to try to deter what you're doing or whatever the case may be. If you're a strong-minded person, you won't, and that's why I didn't answer to a lot of that stuff that when they first came out and made all these videos. As much as I wanted to go after these people that were going after me, I knew that my work ethic and my personality and the person I am would shine through. And I wouldn't, and I know, and I have enough respect for myself now in this day and age, not in the past, years and years ago, but now in this day and age, to where I've grown and I've learned that I'm not I'm not the driving force. I'm not. I may have a 21,000 subscribers. That doesn't make me better than you, bro. It just makes me have more subs than you. You know what I mean? That doesn't like I said. I want you to be bigger than me. I want other channels to outgrow me because I want people to succeed and people to bring the word out. And if we're all doing what the right thing is, it doesn't matter what the monetary value is at the end of the day or what we're doing at the end of the day besides doing the right thing as a person and something we can lay our heads down at night and know we're going to sleep because we're good people and we don't have to worry.
Hey, I agree with everything you just said. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at Spivey. Spivey, Spivey, you better quit it.
I don't see the I
Spivey,
don't see the chat, but Spivey, you're my dude. You're my dude. I'm just kidding.
Spivey, Spivey is something else, man. Hey, I love Spivey. I love Spivey, bro. Spivey,
Spivey is a
man. Hey,
solid person. Spivey is a good person.
Spivey, uh, man, if you're ever in Dallas, Texas, man, hit me up. I'll buy you a drink. I'm gonna put you up for the night, whatever you need. You come to Dallas, Texas, and you are a-okay. But that's the thing, bro. It takes it.
And that's what it's about right there, bro. That's what it's
That's it.
about right there is you found somebody on YouTube who you can love and have as a friend too because they're honest and they're loyal. And you never find that outside of YouTube if you didn't be on here. So people like you for you, Benny. They're not here for me right now. They're here for you. I didn't start your live stream. You did. I just jumped on because I'm supporting you and I love you and I want you to succeed. But and if I had anything to add to it, but this is you, bro. This is all you. And this is because what you have done and this is the right way to do things and you deserve every pat on the back or every dollar you make or every donation you make. You deserve that.
Right. Well, I'm gonna I've got it open right now, and I'm gonna in fact, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and send you some money, bro, right now. Let's do it like this, and I'm gonna put from
You're
Spivey,
solid, man. I love you, bro. You're a solid motherfucker, bro.
from Spivey, guys, from Spivey. That's the way it has to go, guys. Like,
Spivey,
you know what I
love
mean?
you. Love you, Spivey.
It is not about a dollar bill.
Solid.
That's
And you know
what
what?
it's
It's
about.
not about that dollar. Thank you, Spivey, for always being here. Thank you for always being on our chat and our Discord and being a part of us. That's more than any dollar you can give us. Thank you.
I just, I felt like, they needed to see that, and actually, man, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you some more, bro, from Spivey. Okay, hold on, from Spivey. This is to
Thank you,
keep
man. You
Doug
put
out
me in.
there.
Thank,
This, I know
thank
it
you.
says
That
I
means
know.
so much to me right now, you guys. It's so hard to
There
keep
we go,
going
guys.
today, man. And I'm telling you, this is helping so much. Thank you.
There you go, guys. That's what this is about. Like, God will feed the birds and the fishes, and so it's just to keep Doug out there. I mean, and every single dollar, Spivey has contributed, and Spivey still has money in the unit bank, you know, like you know, so it's just that's the way it's got to be, guys. It's when you get a little money ahead or whatever, like if you really support someone and you believe in what they're doing, like just that amount of money keeps Doug out there for another few hours, or another half a
2 more days,
day,
bro.
or
You just sent me 30 bucks will keep me out there another. I can sleep in my car, bro. $30 will keep me out there in gas for 2 more days. I'm so
you see that,
I
guys.
needed that right now. It's something I need.
Bro, like that's, what I mean, like $30 will keep him out 2 more days. Like, guys, like we're so close, guys. We're just so close. And I love everybody who loves these boys like they're their own kids. It's such a beautiful thing because right now, I'm one of those people, bro, that believes racism only exists. And, that being said, it's like to find all races, creeds, colors, ethnicities, backgrounds, like every single face is out there right now or somewhere thinking about them boys, praying about them boys, passionate about them boys, doing whatever they can do in order to keep the thing going. Because, like, Doug, where are you at right now, bro? Where you at right now, Doug?
Lancaster.
Not I mean, but where at though? Oh,
On
never
the
mind.
on a corner. I'm
Never
behind.
mind.
I'm at a rest stop. I'll be at a rest stop, bro, behind trucks right now. No bathroom, no food, no nothing. But I have my stuff with me, and I'll deal with it tonight. But this is what sacrifices we make. It
Yeah.
is what it is. I didn't want to say because I don't want you to feel bad or whatever. But if I'm on here, if I'm in my car or whatever, it's because I want to be out here looking for the boys, and it's not your guys' decision or mine. At the same, it's just what God's telling me to do. So it's not,
And
it don't feel bad for me, but anything helps. Really, it helps, and I'll do whatever it takes, even if it's in my car every night to be able to figure this out. And I'm in tears right now because like $30 right now was huge because I was like, how am I going to get to Bakersfield tomorrow? So
man, look, the community has got you, bro. You know what, bro? Hey, check it out, bro. I'm gonna send you some more money, bro. How about that? Let's send Doug
I
some more
got
money.
enough to get there, bro.
Well,
I have
here.
enough to get there. That's all I need right now. If I need more, I can ask. I'll ask. Right now,
Okay.
I
All right.
have enough to get there now.
Well, Spivey
Thank
has
you,
money in
Benny.
the
I
bank.
appreciate that, bro.
Spivey's got money in the bank for you, brother. And when when you need it, of course I'll know. But just we'll make sure. This is what it's about, guys. Like Doug, you know, Doug. Without
I'm at
Doug,
a
like
mental breakdown, you guys. Be honest.
I mean, guys, you know what, Doug? If it weren't for Doug, there wouldn't be somebody on the hunt 24 hours a day. Doug is working more than the police out here, guys. Like for real, man. Like, it's so, let's try to extinguish all the hate because there is right now the hate is trying to take over. The devil is trying to win right now. The devil is trying to win, guys. And we're, you know what? There's a certain amount of us that are allowing him to come in and take over this thing and win, you know, and win. Anyways, I want to look at a couple of the comments down below, see what folks are saying. Mandy, yes.
Hey, Benny, I'm gonna give you your show back. I'm gonna go in the comments, man. I'm a little emotional right now, and I just appreciate you guys. It's been a hard road, so I hope you understand. And
Well,
I love and
just
appreciate every one of you guys.
yeah, man. Get yourself some rest. Just try to keep yourself. Find a good spot tonight, guys. Oh, I guess we lost Doug. And it's understandable, guys. This thing is it's hard for everybody, man. It really is. It's hard for everybody, and it continues to go on and on and on. And it's just one of those things that you know man, it's people out here that don't even have kids scouring the earth for these boys. And what I just implore all the people that are on the front lines and they've got this thing in their lap, like handle it like your kid is involved. Okay, guys? Please, like it's imperative. Like, God forbid my little one, my little king, God forbid something happened. Like, man, I don't even want to say on here because they'll strike this video. And it was a lot of growth. It was a lot of power in this video, guys. So I'm gonna do my best, guys, to go back through. And hey, I love all of you. My wife texted again and she said, strike two. Hey, happy wife, happy life, right? So sorry about the smoke, guys. I smoke a little more. I do pretty good during the day. But as soon as I jump on this live and I get to getting emotional about this stuff, I tend to smoke you know, like a broke stove. You know, sometimes the wife comes out here and she's like, "You're being loud," and the whole house smells like smoke, because I don't smoke in the house. I smoke in the garage. But I will do my best, guys, to go through and address a lot of the live chat stuff. And to anyone that got put in timeout or got tapped out, you know, we keep track of who those people are, and I'll reach out to you on the other side, and we'll, you know, we'll rectify it, you know. But oh, you want Doug's Cash App? Shoot. Corey H. The motels in that area are about $45. I'll send some. What's his Cash App? Hold on, guys. Hey, Doug. Hold on, guys. Let me text him real quick. I had it, but well, what am I doing? I'm silly. Sorry, guys. You can tell that I'm real new to this. Okay, so his Cash App is, somebody write this down in the chat, would you? It is UNT $UNT investigates, guys. UNT investigates. Let's see here. UNT investigates. So, guys, as you're, you know, you guys that are fluid with the you know, when you start to put in, let me make sure that's right. Yeah, when you're putting in that Cash App, it'll pop up and say, no thanks, investigates, guys. Here it is. Let me just put it up here real quick for you. You dirty dog. No thanks, investigates. Ugh. There it is. UNT investigates. Okay, guys? So whatever you can do, and if you know, want to send it to me and I can shoot it over to them, you see how all this works, guys. But hey, God bless every single one of you. The unit, we are strong right now. And, you know, I love every single one of you. Now, I do want to say that any overflow Cash App that comes in, Doug and I, we have a couple of the people in the unit that we've decided that we're going to bless their game a little bit. So you guys be on the lookout for that in the next 2-3 days. Some of you searchers that are doing your thing really hard in the unit, and I mean, keeping that thing dinging all day and all night, we're going to hit you with a little something just to keep you motivated, right? You know, that's the beauty and the nature of the unit. Like we're a unit, right? Like we, you know, so if you're out there grinding and you're wearing your thumbs out, you know, helping the unit, like, you know, we want to bless you. We want to keep you motivated. We don't want to distract you or you know, dissuade you. Like, we want to keep you in the hunt. We want to keep you relevant to bringing these boys home, right? So with that being said, guys, you know how I end all of these. The absence of the absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. God bless every single one of you guys. I will leave my email in the description or the comments pinned at the top. And I'll also have Doug's Cash App in there. If any of you see this later on and want to see the Cash App information, it will be pinned in the comments. God bless all of you. I'm going to try one more time. The absence of evidence is not the evidence of absence. To the unit, I love all.